Hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and today we're just going to have a bit of a random video. We're not going to talk about anything in specific. Well, we're going to talk about a lot of different things in specific.
We are.
So,
I called it the rando video.
the rando video.
Rando.
So that's what we're going to do today. But we do have things that sold that we need to get packed up and out of here from over the weekend. What? Did I say it wrong?
No, you're right. I'm just excited to talk about the two things that sold first.
Oh, what a dork. Okay, so we're going to start there. What's the first couple things that sold?
So these two go, Corey pointed it out before we started the video that these two things go hand in hand, but we're going to talk about them one at a time. So the first thing that sold is a brand new in package, queen size, Ralph Lauren, Aragon neutral leopard premium fitted sheet.
That is a fancy queen size sheet in leopard print.
It is. Oh my God, ugly. But I picked it up at Goodwill. I looked it up and I'm like, oh my God, Corey, look at this. Look at this.
Wait a minute. I picked this up and handed it to you. Yes, I picked this sheet up and said, hey, you should look that up. It's Ralph Lauren.
Whatever. Whatever.
Anyway. She
Anyways.
getting all excited.
But I did the work.
Yeah, she did the work.
So it is a queen size fitted sheet. It is brand new. It is freaking ugly. But.
Well, don't say that. Maybe the person bought it is watching. It's beautiful, and you picked a great sheet, and you have great taste.
It is. Sorry, not it is. I paid $5 for it at Goodwill. $5. I looked it up, and there were some that had sold for like $300. $300 for a sheet. But I've sent out offers on it and everything. Do you want to know how much it sold for?
Somebody came in and bought it full price.
They did.
For how much?
$279.99. But the bonus, it's going international to Germany.
Yeah. So once it hits the hub and it's out of here, then it's kind of like a guaranteed no issues, no problems, no refunds.
But
like,
$279, $280 for a sheet. A single sheet. It is not both a set. It is a single
it's a
fitted
sheet.
queen size sheet.
You're very excited about it. That's kind of what makes the treasure hunt cool. Is we pay $3 to $5 for something that ends up being $300 to $500, and like that kind of stuff is
far and few between. But
yeah, that's the diamond in the rough. That's the one in a million time things. You don't get that every day, but you get them often enough that it keeps you wanting to go out.
It does. It
so
does.
That was exciting, and we have the accessories to go with it.
We do. We've held on to this one for a little while. I think because it's what it is. So we have been picking up Bath & Body Works stuff. This is Bath & Body Works Wild Peach Poppies Shimmer Mist. It is stripper glitter. Yep. That's what I call it, stripper glitter.
And appropriately, we bought it in Vegas.
I think we did.
I think we bought this at the garage sales when we were at the Trash Cash meetup in Vegas.
Yep.
So we got a whole bottle of stripper glitter that could go out at the same time as our leopard print sheets. So
it's not going to Germany.
Not to the same place. How much did you sell it for?
It sold for $27.99 plus shipping.
Should we take the price tag off it?
No, I took a picture of the price. I'm pretty sure. Let me look real quick. Pretty sure I took a picture of it with. It's a retired scent.
Yep.
Retired mist shimmer.
Glitter.
Oh, I did not take a picture of the price.
Maybe we'll take the price off before we ship it.
Maybe. But yeah,
right.
So we got some sheets, some leopard print hot sheets, and some stripper glitter to go together.
Yep. Now, good things like this that sell for more money, the kind of the treasure hunt aspect is not the only thing you find at garage sales. Sometimes you find information that you weren't expecting.
We were at a garage sale, and I died laughing when the lady said it. It was a young girl.
There was two girls talking, and they were maybe 20s.
The one was probably in her 20s, but she was talking to the other lady, too, that was like 40s.
And they were actually looking stuff up on eBay and comping stuff for their garage sale.
Yep, because we argued back and forth with them about the...
Well, we bought the World of Warcraft stuff.
Yes.
And one of them, and they're not listed. Those are just for my collection for right now. But one of the things they were looking at was the prices, and we kind of talked a little bit about what those prices meant and stuff like that. But in their conversation, we overheard while we were just shopping around, what you want to list and sell on eBay is old guy stuff, because that's who buys and that's who sells on eBay.
As we just sold some stripper glitter and some sheets.
Yep. Now, we did give these ladies a sticker, and they may or may not be watching. But if you are watching, understand that that is the strangest old dude that just bought those last two things.
Oh, dude, now I'm curious if it's going to a dude. It is. The sheets are going to a guy named Philip.
She might have been right. It could be Phyllis. How about the glitter?
No, it's going to Anna.
Oh, see, so we have more than old guys, but that was one of the things we overheard, and that is a perception out there that old guys, Gen X and above, and not even so much like the younger Gen X, the older Gen X and up are the ones shopping, buying, and selling on eBay. And like we're hearing this from other people.
Yep.
And we even discussed a little bit today before we started this whole reselling thing.
Yep.
We had only ever bought on eBay maybe twice because it was something you literally couldn't get anywhere except eBay. So not only is that a perception, it's a reality.
But I can tell you, I don't think I personally, until we started doing this, have bought anything on eBay.
No, like it's just not something it's not a place where we shop.
Well, we're not collectors, so either. And there is a lot of vintage stuff on eBay. And so we're not collectors of anything. Well, I do collect chickens and sunflowers, but
it is a little bit disheartening when you're at a sale sourcing for items to sell on a platform to hear people in a younger generation who is the next generation of buyers talk about the fact that the platform is like an old Craigslist. Like nobody uses it but creepy
it's
old
for old
guys.
creepy guys.
Like that's disheartening. That is some horrible PR for eBay, and I wish I knew how to help them.
Yeah.
Other than just us, I mean, giving more eBay gift cards or talking to people and raising awareness out there, but our reach is pretty minimal. I mean,
it is. But I do know that people know about eBay because we go to garage sales with people who have stuff, and they will actually print out eBay listings for their pricing.
I think the fact remains that if for some reason I'm restoring an old lawnmower from the 40s and the only place I could find that part, if it's a part that's out there, I would go to eBay and try and find it because that's probably the only place I'm going to find it.
Yep.
There's stuff like that. There's situations where people know that eBay is the place. But by and large, there is a reality of eBay, and that is people don't think of that when they think of going shopping for anything other than some very few specific things. Yep. And I think that's a huge failure on eBay's part.
It's sad because like I sell Barbies, I sell Bratz, I sell toys that aren't vintage. We sell.
Now, I will say it seems like we mentioned this a lot because we just mentioned it in the last video. But when we sold on our old platform, when we owned our own website, we sold on a platform called Shopify. That's just the platform we built our website and our store on. And nobody goes out to go shop and thinks, I need to go shop on Shopify. They thought, we need to go out and go shop on a store like ours called Shop Tiny Houses was our old store. And so it was up to the sellers to raise awareness and bring people to the platforms and make people think, I need to go shop at Grams and Pops Vintage, not I need to go shop at eBay. So I think even eBay and the sellers on eBay are a little bit dated and antiquated when it comes to that because it'd be great if eBay took an active role in getting buyers.
Marketing.
But just like Shopify, eBay's platform depends on them getting sellers.
Yep.
If you get sellers, the buyers will come over. I think it's our job as sellers to get the buyers over. So I think it might be a bigger failing on our part than on eBay's.
But where do you, like our website we did on Google.
We did it on,
stuff
we
like that.
marketed on Google, which we can't do the same kind of marketing on Google for eBay as we did because eBay doesn't allow, we don't own the site and we don't even own enough of it. We can't get a product feed to put into Google Ads.
Nope, and
I'm never going to use eBay's marketing like pay-per-click marketing. I would never use eBay.
Well, and part of it though too is with eBay, like with our store, we had a set product list. Like we sold these same things. That's all we sold. Whereas with eBay, we sell a lot of variety. We add new items all the time that we don't sell multiple of. And so there's really no way.
Like I know we mentioned in the last video taking one category of items, all toys, and put them on one shop because we find toys all the time. then I think it's not the same item over and over, but it's niched enough to where you could do some marketing on Google for it. Unfortunately, eBay doesn't allow us to do that because they won't let us have the product feed. They won't let us verify ownership for Google to let us run ads. They want you to use the pay-per-click advertising through eBay, but they also don't give you enough transparency or ownership or control of it to run it effectively. So you're just basically throwing money at eBay. So anybody using the pay-per-click on eBay is a little bit of a, like they're a gambler.
Well, yeah, because I did see somebody, last video we were talking about questions or whatnot, and I did see somebody post in one of the groups that they used the free $100 to do their advertising, but in 30 days they didn't use $100.
And I would use it if I had as much control over it as I do the Google ads, because there's a lot of things we could run ads for even right now, not necessarily at the item level. I wouldn't run, on the shimmer peaches stuff, I wouldn't run an ad on that because by the time I paid for 100 clicks on that, I wouldn't make any money on it.
No, or
but
higher priced items.
If I had multiple 100 like Bath and Body,
Bath and Body Works,
not the same bottle, but just a category, 100 different like toiletry type items, I could run like a text ad or a display ad for that category of my store. But eBay takes away all that ability. And they're not transparent with their clicks, and you have no way to check the analytics. You have no way to trust but verify, and you have no control over it. So you're just literally giving them money. So there's so many things I think that are causing this old guy perception of eBay, of only old guys shop and buy there, and I think it's partly because
Corey, I can't say that because I do shop there.
I do. I think it's partly because eBay is a little bit dated in the way they're trying to do things. I think they need to look at it more as it's their job to get and keep sellers happy.
Yes.
And it's our job as sellers to get buyers to our store. Just like in every other business in the world. If you own brick and mortar, anything online, it's your job.
You got a version of Corey that I listen to and tune out sometimes.
Did I rant? Did I rant too long?
No, you just talked about stuff you're passionate about.
Okay. Well, so I'll say no more on that. It's not just for old guys. They're just doing it wrong.
And now there's a lot of like younger generation that are getting on there, but they're selling more of their t-shirts and stuff. They're selling more of their t-shirts and stuff on like Grailed and stuff like that for the, the t-shirt bros. Old guys. Collectors.
Yeah, I do think like Mercari and Posh and Grailed and Depop and whatnot. And
those are for the younger generation.
The younger generations are seeing those and they're flocking to them a little bit more because
Etsy.
they're not presented like eBay. I mean, if you could put eBay in a bubble, if you had to picture eBay in your head like you're walking into a house, it would be walking into
grandma's house.
Not even grandma's house. You'd be walking into grandpa's house where the pipe smoke hits you in the face and the carpets are too old and smells like dog and piss and like just needs cleaned up in general. Like that's eBay in the reseller world, and that's sad.
Yes.
But eBay is still a
viable
kicking machine. I mean, it's still the biggest dog in the room. So
it is.
It's just sad to see them not try to keep up.
Yep.
Hopefully, I'm not trying to be mean to eBay, so don't come after me, eBay. Not like you're watching, but because
we
eBay
sell
is
on
still
eBay.
our
We love
best.
it, but
it is still by far like it's our moneymaker.
It is.
So I said that was all I had to say, and then I said a whole bunch more. So let's move on to the next thing.
Let's talk about
that's sold on eBay.
Yes. So we sold a bottle of New Skin 180 degree face wash. I picked up 7 of these.
Yep. So it's one of these.
That is my second to the last one. I just sold the very last one right before we started recording.
Yep.
So that sold for $29.99 plus shipping. The next item is cool. Don't open them yet.
We bought this at that little
In
thrift
Garrettson,
shop. Like, yeah, it was,
or somewhere.
Yep. It was this weird little thrift shop, and I don't think hardly anybody in there spoke English. It was all Spanish speaking, and
Yep.
We picked up a couple things. This was one of them.
Yep, it is a 2002 Fundamental 2. Oh, gotcha. Plastic cookie jar chef.
Keep your hands away from my cookie jar.
He's supposed to move his arm, I think, and bang his.
Yeah, I think that is supposed to do
Yep,
that.
but he doesn't work.
But
Keep your hands away from my cookie jar.
that part works. That is so cool.
So
Stay.
it was on part of our sale, and so he sold for $19.94 plus shipping.
Yep. And maybe paid $5 for him. I don't think we paid much more than that.
I don't honestly.
It would have probably
remember.
been $5. I wouldn't have paid much for him, but he was cool. So
Okay. And the next items are the last of these that I bought. I bought like 8 or 9 of these at 25 cents a piece at a garage sale. They were
see if
so
I can
cool.
turn her around.
Sold one for $20.
I'm just gonna make all kinds of noise here.
That's why I shut up. These are limited edition Mini Bratz Series 1 Flashback Minis. The one he's holding up is Rock Angels Yasmin, and the other one is 20 Years Chloe.
So, what are those little tiny food things that they're making now? Like they make the little miniatures of everything, the miniature brands.
Mini brands.
Mini brands?
Mini brands.
That's kind of what those are. It's like a mini brand of a brat.
Yes.
And these are the last two, and they sold
Yep,
for
so
how
that
much?
total was 50 cents was what I paid for those.
Yep.
And those sold for $9.08.
Yep.
They were on sale, obviously. Okay, the next part I get to talk about.
This
frustrated him.
It did, because she had something in our shopping cart on eBay forever, and it's got the little notification number on top, and it drives me crazy when things are left unresolved.
So, a couple videos ago, we showed you a box. It was a box of Tupperware.
Yep.
It was
Spice containers.
spice containers on a Lazy Susan.
Yep. We were so proud of buying that and finally getting it washed and out of here.
And I sold it for $60.
And we had it forever because we didn't list it.
Didn't list it. So then once I finally listed it, within 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure was what it sold.
Yep.
I got to thinking, after I sold it,
Get to
that
thinking.
would have been really nice to have. Because my spices are currently like stacked up on a tier thing
Why didn't you think about that
before I sold it.
before you sold it?
I didn't. I just didn't. And so then I started thinking after we sold it, and I'm like, that would have been really nice to have. Because then you just spin it. And I don't have, like, it had this one, it came with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. This one had 16, I think, 16 containers on it for seasoning.
Something like that.
I don't know if I even have 16 containers of seasoning that I ever use.
Yeah, I
But
don't
like
think we have
smoked
that many.
paprika,
But
Italian seasoning.
long story short, she sold something and then she decided she wanted it back.
I did. So I put it in my cart. I went and I searched through all of them.
Not the same one. She found one on eBay.
Yeah, no, I found one on eBay. So I went through and I searched for
Ooh,
a
you
while,
shop
going
like an
through
old
it,
guy.
going through it all, and I found one I liked, and so I put it in my cart. And what do they call that? Hemmed and hawed.
She left it in her cart for 3 days, and I yelled at her for 3 days because I don't know if you guys are this way, but if I have a notification on my phone, like when I see,
You have lots of notifications on your phone,
it drives me crazy. I can't
but you
stand
leave
it.
them.
I only leave the email ones because you clean out the email box. And we have like 400 eBay notifications. But
Yep.
other than that, like text notifications, Facebook, anything like that, I can't take seeing the little red number in the corner. So I get rid of them quickly. And she left this one for 3 days.
But I
driving me
did. But
nuts.
the positive of it was I left it for 3 days at the
They
price
sent
that
an
it was
offer.
in. They sent me an offer for $8 off.
Which she could not refuse, apparently.
No, so I bought it. so I bought this Tupperware thing,
How'd you pay for it?
$42.
More, well, a little bit less than we sold the other one for.
Yep.
So she's got her stuff back, and this one was
don't have it
more
back
the
yet.
color and stuff that she liked, I guess.
Yep, it
or
was-
in better shape.
Well, the one that I sold had pink, blue, and brown lids.
Yep. This one's all the same color.
This one is all blue lids,
Yep.
but it has the same Lazy Susan. It actually has extra seasoning things that don't fit on the thing, so you can mix and match because
No.
they have little short ones and they have tall ones.
I have been in that situation before, just to be clear. Like those popcorn buckets, the Dungeons and Dragon popcorns buckets, the Dragon Head one, we sold 3 of those. And every single time one of those sold, I felt a little bit deflated and just like the money was cool because they sold for so much, but I couldn't even be excited about them because I kind of wanted one. I kind of wanted to keep one. So every time they sold, I was a little disappointed. But after a while, I had forgotten about it until she brings up this canister thing. And now I'm upset about my dragon head again. So thank you.
So yes, I did buy it. I did do my research. Like I went through and found the best value for the best price. It made it even sweeter that she sent me an offer. He or she sent me an offer on it.
Now we get to see how another eBayer packs.
I do. I'm kind of excited about that because we do
I've not
because
been impressed with most eBayers packing.
like most of the stuff that we do buy off of eBay, a lot of it is like our camera batteries and our chargers and stuff like that, and they're usually packed okay. I can't complain.
Some of them. We have had stuff show up in like a 4x6x8 box with just the thing in it, and it's like a giant baby rattle. You just there's nothing in there. Maybe a packing slip, but a lot of stuff has shown up in really good shape.
I will give Jess at Resell the Ride props for her packing because we bought.
We bought Danny's.
Oh, it's in the.
The dog?
No.
Or the cow, I mean.
No, I'm talking about the little World of Warcraft guide that I bought for you.
You have a lot of hand signals. I'm so confused.
I bought Corey a little World of Warcraft figure
Yep.
from Jess on her Dibbed It when she was doing her live auction. It's in the house, but she did a fabulous job of packing it. So some people just know how to pack. Some people just suck at it.
We overpack everything. We're crazy with packing. People probably get our stuff and they're like, geez, what do you think this is made out of? Plutonium?
Maybe, but at least it gets there safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be safe than sorry. We do get most of our compliments on our packing.
We do.
More than anything. So we're grouchy old people, but we pack phenomenally.
We do. Okay, let's keep talking about this. Oh, no. We regret. Never mind. I thought we were talking about products that we sold when we got on the tangent of packaging. So
No. Let's continue on. What else sold?
we sold a Bratz, an actual full-size Bratz. She is Bratz 2004 Wildlife Safari Nevra, and she has a couple pair of boots with her.
There you go. Those boots were
those
made.
supposed to be in there?
Those boots were not made for walking. She's got a pair of high heels and a pair of high heel boots. I don't know.
Oh, no, those go with it.
Okay.
Those go with
So
it.
that's her.
She sold for $29.99
Yep.
plus shipping.
I've kind of come to the conclusion whenever we see brats, no matter the condition, it's almost it'd be very rare to find a brat we wouldn't pay $5 for.
Correct.
I think $5 is kind of our spot on brats.
Normally they list them for, $1 or $2, or I bought brats in lots before and I paid like $30 for, I don't know, there was like 10 brats in there or something. So,
but I mean, we haven't really found any we can't make money on even at the $5 mark. So they're not all knock out of the park profitable, but.
No, but I did sell one for like $100 before, so.
They're all certainly worth looking at, and pretty much every single one we've ever bought has been worth enough to pick up at $5.
I will tell you though, when I watch videos, I do get jealous of people who buy my brats. Because I'm like, dude, it's a brat.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem. It's not their fault. They're doing good sourcing, but I get jealous.
All right. Looks like we got another Harley shirt.
We did. This one is a black faded vintage Harley Davidson Wheelers. I don't know why it was Wheelers, but Wheelers of Denver is the company on the back.
Okay. And it is Harley branded on the tag and everything.
That one is not single stitch.
Size large.
It is.
And that sold for how much?
$80.
$80 for a double stitch. Not
it's
even
not.
single
It's from
stitch.
1991.
So it's vintage, but it's not single stitch.
And it has a pocket.
And it has a pocket. So, yay Harley. That Harley buy is killing it.
It is. Okay. So these things came out, I think these came out of our estate sale auction that we went to like here in town.
Oh man, that was forever ago.
But this is a 1997 Daisy Kingdom Patty's Picnic Apple Pie apron panel. So it has the apron, the mitt, and the hot pad.
So it's a cut and sew kit.
Yep.
So you cut out all the parts and it gives you the instructions and you sew it all together and it makes an apron.
Yep.
And I would guess that's probably vintage at this point.
1997.
So, yep. That sold for how much?
$12.59, but it has free shipping. It was part of our sale.
All right. I think the last big rando video part we have to talk about here is just some updates. we've talked about a lot of things, and we realized talking this morning that there's a lot of our videos that we didn't have much for
conclusions?
closure. We talked about things that were happening, but we never did any kind of follow-up video to determine what happened or anything like that. So first one, we talked about the Department 56 by Teresa was trying to do
From Minnesota.
a large purchase she was trying to make, and she was very hopeful it was going to go through, and I was very hopeful it was not.
Yep. But the sad news is it did not go through.
That is fantastic news.
They tried to figure out how to fit it in a vehicle, and it would not, all the totes wouldn't fit in a single vehicle. Then they tried to figure out how to fit it in 2 vehicles, and they couldn't get it in 2 vehicles. I don't know what they were driving though either. And then they messaged and they were like, we looked at renting a U-Haul, like a pickup or whatever, to bring it down, but that would have cost them $500. So we just let it go.
Yeah. So that ended up not happening. I think that's a good thing that it didn't happen at this time of. If that was in the middle of winter, we might have fought for it a little bit. We might have
Would
met
you have
them
driven
halfway.
up there?
I might have considered meeting them halfway.
Well, they can't meet halfway because they can't figure out how to fit them in a vehicle.
Well, they can meet us halfway with half of them. We'll do it twice or something. But we would have had to get them all in a vehicle too.
Yep.
Like, what are we going to do? Rent a 26-foot U-Haul?
No, it doesn't take that much. It was 12 totes.
So in the middle of winter, I might have looked at that different. In the middle of summer, like we are right now, or the beginning of summer, where we're already hurting for space, I'm not upset that didn't go through. I'm actually pretty happy it didn't, because that would have taken up, well, obviously it takes up a ton of space. They couldn't even figure out how to get it here. So that's the update on Department 56. We didn't get that buy. We have done like 4 other buys of those.
Yep.
So we're never hurting for Department 56. We always have some.
Yep. The next one was kind of discussed in our live a couple shows ago. Yep. Somebody asked how our Transformer saga was going.
We don't know yet.
We don't have an update on that. We go to court June 10th here in Minnehaha County, which is close to us.
We still have them all on the shelves back here. We haven't listed them. We're just keeping them stored safe. We got a couple of them up here, but we're keeping them in good condition and keeping them up off the floor and on shelves, and we're just waiting to find out if we're going to get to trade them back for our money back or not.
Yep.
So until June, what did you say, 10th or 11th? June 10th. We won't know anything, and even after that, it could be quite a while. Like, we don't know until then. We won't have an update. So that's the update. We don't have an update.
That's the update. We don't have an update. Okay. So the latest big thing that we've had happen is we bought out an estate sale. So a couple of pieces of information about that. We did pay to buy it out. We paid $600 for everything left in the house.
Yeah, we had a couple of people asking what it cost us to buy that. That estate sale was we paid $600, but we didn't just come up with that number out of the air.
Yep. We went through and looked at each shelf, and we put a cost on each shelf. We did not buy any furniture. We were not in the mood to move furniture. Not that, and there was some pretty big pieces in there.
Yeah, they gave us the opportunity to actually go through the entire house. They gave us a couple hours. We asked for a couple hours. They said, if you have it now, go do it. So we had a tablet and a pen, and we looked at every room, one room at a time, and priced out everything in the room, not comping it on eBay, but would we buy this at a garage sale if we didn't have reception?
Yep.
Or would we not? If we wouldn't, we didn't assign any value to it. If it's something we would buy, then we wrote down what we would pay for it at a garage sale if we weren't able to comp it out and we were just having to make a gut decision. That's how, after going through all the rooms and all the shelves and closets, we came up with the $600 number, and we made the offer and they accepted.
Yep.
So that's why we paid for it. Now, we haven't given an update on whether or not we made it home with that stuff. We did. We made it home. And we'll just go ahead and take the camera over, and we'll kind of give you a look at the condition of where it's sitting right now.
Yes, because once we got it home, that's where it stayed. We have not touched it.
We needed about 2-3 days of recovery just to even start remembering that we just done stuff, because it took everything we could just to get it home. And it was really only 3-4 hours of work, but man,
Yeah, but it was 3-4
really
hours of up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
Like, there were 4 sets of, two sets of steps.
Oh, there's
3 sets of steps that we went up
The whole
and
house
down.
was just made of steps. There was no flat floor. It was just all steps. You were
It
either
seemed like
going
it.
up or down.
Yep.
So I think the beds were on steps. Like everything was steps.
It felt like it.
It did feel like it. So by the end of the day, we needed a break. So it's sitting on the trailer, and we'll take the camera over. We'll just show you. We'll have a look at where it's at. All right, so let's head over and take a look at the shop and see what we've got as far as estate sale. All right, so it is messy in here. And you can see we still got a little bit of stuff from our storage unit with that bed and stuff, but starting down here and kind of piled all along this side,
Oh, we got it on both sides.
and this whole trailer, let's see. So everything up there on that trailer, and that is a heavy, heavy trailer. Like we are overweight for sure on this trailer.
We watched the tires.
The tires were squatted down, and it was not good. We got some stuff over here. We've got a microwave, some drawers and stuff. We've got a typewriter. So lots and lots of stuff. And we're gonna start going through all of this stuff. You can see there's a TV up there and the remote for it. So I don't think, because of the way we went through it, like right now I couldn't tell you what's on this trailer.
No.
Could you?
Not what's in. I do know that like this box, this box, this box, and a couple boxes behind it are records.
Yeah, I know there's 4 or 5 boxes of records.
And
I
then
know there's,
way in the back, there's 2 plastic totes.
I think there's 15 boxes of books.
There's 2 plastic totes for sure, plus
Music.
some that have music in it.
So, but because of the way we went through it, a room at a time, an item at a time, and comped it out in that way, just kind of like quick, what would you pay type comping, not looking it up. I'm confident we can double our money on what's on this trailer. I just couldn't tell you what's on this trailer. I know we have, I don't know, 3 boxes of VHS tapes from
Yeah, but those are
recorded tapes of old TV shows and stuff.
And I did see somebody trying to sell those on eBay. That was in a group. They were trying to sell them on eBay.
So they got in trouble for
And they got in trouble
copyright.
for selling homemade videos for blank DVD, blank VHS or something.
Yeah, so we probably won't try to sell those. We'll probably just get rid of them. But
I do know that this right here, wherever the picture is, it's
what do you got?
new open box.
Black & Decker jar opener.
It's like 25 to 30 bucks.
And we do know that typewriter, there's at least $100 in this typewriter. If it works and everything's great,
It's way more.
it's way more. But even if we just take it apart and sell it in parts, the parts do sell. They have a sell-through rate. And we probably get $80 to $100 in parts. And then, like I said, there's so much here. I couldn't tell you for sure what's going and what's not. But
like all those fancy boots.
yeah, I think we got 15, 20 pair of brand new rubber boots. We got coats and jackets that are brand new with tags.
There's a leather one, or not a leather, a fur one in there somewhere.
There's an awful lot in there. There's a lot of Christmas stuff, a lot of vintage Christmas stuff. That's a bat case. It was over here. That's not from the unit.
It's not bad. It's for beer.
Or is it a cooler?
It's a cooler. Like you drop cans in it.
Okay. All right. So that's that. That's the update. It is home. It is safe. And we are going to start pulling a box at a time and just randomly see what's in it.
We are. And if anybody is interested in a adjustable bed and mattress, let us know.
It's like brand new things in plastic, and the whole bed's adjustable. So
Vibrator too.
vibrate.
That's not what it vibrates too.
It's a massaging
that.
bed. Yes, if you're looking for a vibrating bed that adjusts up and down, like we got the whole thing here. Jeez. Well, we should have put it on sale with the stripper glitter and the.
Ooh, and it's the same size too because it's a queen size.
Oh man, I feel like we missed an opportunity. All right, we're gonna get out of here. All right, so that's the end of our updates.
Yep.
I don't have any more updates. Do
I
you?
don't have any more updates.
Okay. We got a few more items to get out from this weekend. Let's look at what they are.
I've held on to this one for a little bit, not long. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. It is a vintage men's Schott, SCHOTT, NYC distressed brown leather flight bomber jacket.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like an old bomber jacket, and it is real leather.
It is. And I
it's-
questioned it when I first got it because on the back there's like right there. it
Like dark spots?
Yeah, there's dark spots. I thought it was mold at first, but it's not.
It says Schott NYC Sportswear USA. So
made in the USA, I'm
US.
pretty sure. But
Pretty
I
cool.
paid $20 for it.
yeah, locally here in
Yep.
town.
I was a little worried
I'm gonna put
that
that
it wouldn't
down.
sell. But I've sent out offers on it. I've sent
Yep.
out $199 offers on it because it was listed at $250.
Yep.
And finally yesterday, or not yesterday, the other day, I don't know what day it was, I got an offer for $225.
Absolutely.
And I was like, check.
Yeah, I think I heard her yell from the front room of our building, "Absa effing lutely," and then click the button through.
Probably. So,
And,
yes.
yeah, from $20, that was a good buy. We both hesitated. I mean, we took our time buying that because we were like, I don't know. At $20, like we were gonna $20, we could have put it in the garbage can, but we really balked at buying it for a while.
Yep, but I bought it and it sold for $225 plus shipping.
There you go. So that's the coat. What else we got?
We sold Curious George.
We got a monkey.
This is a Curious George Universal Studios. I don't know what HMH stands for. Curious George Take Along Plush. So his hands Velcro or magnet. I can't remember if
Yep,
they're Velcro.
it's Velcro.
Or magnet.
Well, it is hook
Hook and loop. Hook and loop.
He does have a Curious George tag on his behind.
Yep.
So what'd the monkey sell for?
He sold for $24.49.
All right.
That was pretty good.
Not bad. All right. Well, we're done monkeying around then.
Really.
I waited all video to do that.
Did you really, or did you just come up with it?
Oh no, I thought of that when you set it on the table. I knew that was
You're
coming.
such a dork.
No, that is it. We do have to get packed up. We got quite a bit more stuff to pack up. It was a pretty good weekend.
It was.
So we're going to get to that and we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.